30 laps on tap for the Barefield Modifieds here in feature number 2 tonight. Scott Moyer, your pole sitter here for 30 laps. Good field of modifieds. Rounds corners number 3 and 4. Coming to green flag racing. Don Skaggs on the outside. Out into the race lead will be Don Skaggs. Moyer going to drop in a second. Martin side by side with Wormcastle. Now Wormcastle shoots around the outside. Wormcastle in the 9 into the number 2 spot. Don Skaggs, the race leader in the 09. Him and Wormcastle out to about a 6-car length advantage over to 3rd place Moyer. Caution flag gonna come out. Russ Miller in the 19 has some problems, and that draws the caution flag here in feature number 2 for the modifieds. Coming to green again. Moyer and Skaggs bring them to green. On that restart, Don Skaggs back into the race lead. Moyer drops back into second. Brent Martin in the 2, Gatton in the 89, working the high line again. Will be the 9 car. That's Pete Wormcastle. Wormcastle making that high line, working that 9 car with a power move. Gonna try to split the 77 of Moyer to the outside. Wormcastle battling it again. Good racing here in feature number 2. Gatton in the 89, battling around the outside of Moyer. That's for the 3 spot. Martin sits in 5th. Moyer getting freight trained. Usually the bottom lane works a lot better around this racetrack. Yellow, caution flag, big problems off of corner number 4. Steve Schlater Jr., Mike Miller, and Ralph Baxter III, all with problems. And that's going to draw the caution flag. You hear something dragging on the 80 car of Baxter. But the 2 teammates of Schlater and Miller still sit here at a standstill on the front stretch. Skaggs, Wormcastle, Gatton, Moyer, and Martin, the top 5. Single file restart, coming to green again. Gatton on the bottom of Wormcastle. Good battle back here for 6th. Wallen on the bottom of Stein. This battle is for 6th. Wallen won feature number 1 here earlier tonight. He'll get past Stein. Now he'll go to work on Brent Martin. Martin battling with Moyer. Both of them trying to fend off Wallen. Oh, a couple of cars touched down there going in the corner. Wallen gets together with either Martin or Stein. Couldn't tell quite who it was, but nonetheless, Wallen gets a little bit loose. He loses back 2 spots. Gatton in the 89, Howden, Skaggs, pretty good for the race lead, but the best battle on the racetracks here, back for about 7th. Mike Mays to the inside of Jeremy Wallen. Saw the 2 car, Martin getting a little bit twitchy again, trying to fend off Wallen. Battle for the lead, 89 car to the outside of Skaggs, and we have a yellow. Yellow flag out, car number 24 loops it down around in corner number 2. That's Curtis Setzer. So Setzer gets the car righted, he'll tag the tail of the field, and he will join the field on the restart. Whoa, Greg Van Alst goes for a wild ride through the infield. going across that slick infield, almost takes out one of the safety poles, or one of the light poles rather, and the leaders get stacked up for just a second, but nonetheless, yellow flag back. 8 laps complete, 22 to go. John Gatton Jr., the new race leader. Don Skaggs second, Pete Wormcastle third, coming to green. Wallen to the inside of Stein, that's for 5th. Good battle here on the racetrack for the number 5 spot. Stein in the 3, Wallen in the 70. Wormcastle in the 9, around the outside of Don Skaggs. That's for 2nd. Stein still stuck on the high side. Moyer trying to pull back ahead. Wallen trying to get by both. Stein trying to power back around the outside. I'm pretty sure he's going to clear Moyer. Indeed he does. Ron Stein in the 4th. Stein 4th, but he slips up a little bit. 3 wide off the corner. Jeremy Wallen gets past both Moyer and Stein. Wallen to 4th. Stein's got a really loose race car. He's chasing that one off the corner. He's going to lose a spot to Moyer and Brent Martin. John Gatton Jr. a half a straightaway lead over 2nd place, Pete Wormcastle. 3rd spot to Don Skaggs. 4th to Jeremy Wallen. Yellow. 80 car of Ralph Baxter III has trouble off the 2nd corner as he loops it around. Yellow flag back out. Fields form back up, set to go back. Green flag racing. Gatton, Wormcastle, and Skaggs, the top 3 cars. Stein, Mays, battling back here. That's for the number 7 position. Skaggs battling with Moyer. That's for the 4th spot. Martin in the 2, trying to get around Moyer. John Gatton Jr., 6 car lengths over Wormcastle. Wallen in the 70, trying to battle as well. Corey Nuttall on the bottom, the 9N car. He's working around the bottom lane. That's Mike Mays on the high side. Scott Cohn, the 28. With all kinds of trouble, can't find his way up to the field. 15 complete, 15 to go. Cohen, the 28 to the high side. Mays in the 72, checks up, cross checks a little bit. Now Coe to the bottom in the 28. Just ahead of Scott Coe. Corey Nuttall, Brent Martin, Ron Stein continue the battle. Nuttall on the bottom in the 9N. Just inching ahead of Ron Stein for another spot. Nuttall having a good run here in the 9N car. Battle on the racetrack is here for 6th. Martin 6th, Nuttall 7th. Battle for the 8th spot. Coe in the 28 on the bottom of Stein. Whoa, Nuttall clips the bottom of the racetrack right in front of Coe. Nuttall loops it around. That was all Corey Nuttall. He hooked the bottom of the berm, got down to the grass, and then that 9N car looped around. That's going to draw the caution flag here once again. Catton, Wallen, Wormcastle, Skaggs, Moyer, the top 5. Green flag back in the air. Stein goes Coe in the 28. Bid for 6th spot. Coe on the bottom. Coe is your quick qualifier here tonight for this feature. Scott Coe into the top 6 ahead of Ron Stein. Mike Mays behind them. Had some good racing all throughout the field here in both the modified features tonight. Coe going to charge after Moyer and crack the top 5 here potentially. Field coming down the backstretch. Moyer and Coe battling for 5th and 6th. Front 2 cars well ahead of 3rd place Pete Wormcastle. 4th is Don Skaggs. Battle for the lead. 5 circuits to go. Jeremy Wallen trying to sweep both features here tonight. But he's going to have to get around John Gatton Jr., the race leader in the 89. DeMel's Deli, Roaring Lion Energy Drink, car number 70, Jeremy Wallen. Trying to start the year off in style. Their first feature tonight was a makeup from opening night on May 14th. May 22nd got rained out. May 29th got rained out. But here on the first weekend of June, we're finally getting some racing in. Corey Nuttall off the top of the racetrack in corner number 3 and 4. Going to wait and see if that draws the yellow. Indeed it will. So the 9N of Corey Nuttall has problems, and that's going to bunch the field back up once again with less than a handful of laps to go. Catton, Wallen, Wormcastle. The top 3 with 3 laps to go. Green flag back in the air. It's going to be a shootout. Gatton with a good restart. Wallen trying to find a way around him. Down the back straightaway they go. 2.5 laps remaining. Wallen trying to close. Going to take the top shelf as he did in the first feature. Gatton throws the block. Popsicle 6 in the air this time by. 2 laps to go. Front 2 cars, 4 car lengths ahead of Pete Wormcastle. He sits in 3rd. Wallen continues to battle. Wallen can get to the back Nerf bar but can't find a way around him. Gatton continues to lead. Rounding corners number 3 and 4. White flag to go in the air. Final circuit. Billy Cunningham. A half mile to victory. Either way, Jeremy Wallen's going to have a pretty good night here with a win in the first feature and potentially a runner-up, maybe a win. Final corner. Coming to the line, your winner here in modified feature number 2, John Gatton Jr., Jeremy Wallen, Pete Wormcastle, Scott Coe, and Don Skaggs, the top 5. One of the better modified races that Barefield Speedway has seen here in recent memory. As congratulations goes out to car number 89, John Gatton Jr., your winner of modified feature number 2 tonight at the Barefield Speedway.